We are on, I believe this time, I think I know what week we're on. I think we're on week 10. We are now in the process of combining all the blocks together. And then after that, we'll have the stream, week 11, which we'll be putting the borders on. And week 12 will be the binding. And then that will pretty much do it for this quilt. We'll have a completed quilt. Today you're going to get to see this right behind me, but I kind of have it covered up so you can't see it. This is actually the backing fabric I chose, which is a batik that I kind of had for a while, and I thought, oh, you know, I really want to use this batik. So I went ahead and did it up. I got my label over here, and which means that's the bottom left side. Bottom right side? Yeah, bottom left side. Okay. I know I can, but you can tell I got my fan going in the background because I am hot as usual, really warm in here. It's been getting hotter during the day, so the air conditioners are having a harder time keeping up with the heat. And humidity, that is, unbelievable. I can't believe it. And then we had 2 days where the humidity was actually pretty nice. I know Saturday wasn't so bad and Friday wasn't so bad. If you like my t-shirt, this was done by one of our gentlemen in our quilt guild. He is a member, and he was doing shirts, and you could buy the shirts with, you know, different sayings on them. And this one caught my eye. It says, this weekend's forecast is mostly quilting with a chance of wine. I love it. Even though I'm really not a big wine drinker, I do enjoy a glass of wine every once in a while. But my husband likes to say I'm a cheap date because it doesn't take much. And then I'm usually feeling pretty out there. All right, so I don't have any huge introductions today. Like I don't have a lot of little sales clips or pitches or whatever. I've left my links in the top portion of this Facebook video. I was trying to make sure I put my links in my YouTube video. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, follow, you know, whatever platform you're using, you know, just if you would just give it a like, a share, a comment, subscribe. I have reached my first milestone, and I would love to make it to my next one. All right, y'all. So what we're working on is the Around We Go. And in a minute, I'm going to explain why I call it that, because you kind of have to see it to understand why I call it Around We Go. So I've got both of the two quilt blocks that we were working on. All right, hang on. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So this is one block. We finished this up last week. And this is the other one. And we finished this one up probably about two or three videos ago. I've actually been offline for a little while because of a death in the family, and it really hit me pretty hard. So I've not been streaming as much as I was. All right, so who do I have here? I have Miss Jerry has just joined us. Welcome, Miss Jerry. So glad you're here. And Miss Margaret. Miss Margaret, I hope you feel like you got something good out of yesterday, because I know I enjoyed sitting with you and chatting with you. That was just a treat for me. I enjoyed that wholeheartedly. Even Craig, who had his new machine, I had to give a little extra attention to because of being a new machine. He wasn't all that familiar with his new embroidery machine. But we just had a really good day yesterday. And we finished up our turtles, and I honestly don't know what I did with my turtle. Hang on. I can't believe I can find them. They're right here. So these are the two turtles I brought for class, and I will have pictures of the finished turtles of everybody else's finished turtles, which reminds me, if I did not get a picture of your turtle yesterday before you left class, that would be Miss Sheila and Miss Ann. Please send me a picture of your turtles so I can put them up there. Please, I would love for everybody to see all the hard work you guys did. So we had fun. These are turtles from Sweet Pea. The pattern itself, I believe, I'm pretty sure it was only like $4, but it was a lot of fun. And we kind of did a little ad-libbing. I wasn't real crazy about the zipper, so I just kind of, I don't know what's that word I'm looking for, kind of ad-libbed. Anyways, I added a couple of zipper tabs, just guesstimating where they would be, and so I think I did a pretty good job. And then when it came time to do theirs, I had a much better idea on where to put the zipper tabs. So Miss Margaret's like, I can't believe I got mine finished. You did a bang-up job. You did a wonderful job, and you were very, very thorough in all your steps. You wanted to make sure you got them all right. And hopefully, you remember all those steps and can get some more done, because I would love to see more of them. All right, so that was a lot of fun. They are really cute, Miss Jerry. We had a blast. We had a good time, and it was just the right amount of people. We only had, well, 5 if you count Miss Claudine, because she likes to sit with us and chit chat. So we had 5 people, and it was just the right amount of people for that particular one, because it required a lot of one-on-one attention, which I love. I love doing that. Okay, so let's go ahead. This video is actually probably going to be pretty short. Miss Sheila, Miss Ann, make sure you send me a picture of your turtle front and back, and even take a picture with the turtle if you can. I would love to be able to put those on the embroidery site. So if you are in my YouTube video, there is an embroidery site, machine embroidery site that we're class embroidery site. You're welcome to come. It's open to the public, and just check it out. Sometimes there's instructional videos. Sometimes there's just pictures of past projects, and it is SRQ Quilters Embroidery Class. And you're welcome to just come in and be a lurker. That's a new word I learned from watching my some of my favorite YouTube gamers. Oops, where did I put that? Is lurkers. That's a person that will come in and just watch and not say anything. They don't greet, they don't say hello. And the reason why I'm a lurker is because I usually watch the YouTube on my TV, which has no way for me to put in any kind of comments. So if I want to comment, then I usually have to pull up my phone and pull it up through my phone and then comment through my phone, which usually takes a while. By the time I do, that whole segment is gone. They're on to something else. All right, so you ready for this? We are going to take a look at this gorgeous quilt. Well, I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to try and move this camera just a little bit and see if we don't, because sometimes when I move the camera, it freezes, and I'm trying really hard not to let it freeze. All right, so here it is. You ready? Dun, dun, dun. All right, there it is. I know you can't see the whole thing, but this is our quilt. This is the quilt we're working on. This is your opportunity to make a quilt that does not necessarily follow with keeping everything in line. It's got different colors, different shapes. The blocks are all the same size, but the combining of the parts are different sizes. So you're not going to line up one block exactly right next to the other block. In this one we have 6 sections. In this one we have 5 sections. So it's not going to line up right side by side. And that's on purpose. That was so that when you put this together, it creates a secondary pattern. And from where we're at, you may not see it, but if you back up just a little bit, you start to see it. It actually creates a circle all the way around. Each one of these creates a circle, and that's why I called it Around We Go. So, using this block, and this block, you're going to have 4 across the top and 5 down. So let's see, where are we? All right, so the first block is going to go right here in this spot. And the next one, I smelled my iron. I thought maybe it fell down on something. All right, and then this block is going to go right here. And you can put this together up or down. You can go across, which is what we normally do. A lot of us are very particular. We usually follow everything on and go in line. As you can see, my fabric for this one is a little bit different than the one that I provided for my pattern tester. And so, I mean, the good thing about this is you don't have to worry about trying to get these lined up, okay? They're not going to line up. You just put them together. They should be 12.5 by 12.5, right? Let me measure that real quick. We're going to take my, yep, 12.5 by 12.5. And we're going to take those, and you're just going to line them up, put them side by side, and stitch them down or stitch them across. All right? Oh, you can see it. See, in one view, I can't see the top row, but in this view, I can see the top row. Okay, and then you're going to put this one here. And then this one here. How are we doing? Thank you, Miss Sheila. Oh, Miss Ann says that she will send a picture of the little girl with the turtle. I will love that. Make sure it's okay if I put that online too. I want to make sure, that I don't overstep any bounds. All right. So as you can see in the top row, we're going to have, I started with the blue first, the one that has the birds in flight or whatever they call that, birds of the air looking block. Start with that one first, and then the pink and the gold, and then back to the blue, and then the pink and the gold. And then you're going to switch it to the pink and gold, blue, pink and gold, blue. And you're going to follow it all the way through. And I'm going to send you the copy of this put together, plus the actual top page, first page, which has the that particular picture on it. When you see the picture, hang on, let me see if I got it sitting right here. I did. I pulled it out and then I think I put it away. Hang on. It's right here. No, that's not the one I wanted. Here we go. Here's the one I wanted. All right, so here's the actual picture of the quilt. And if you look at it, you can see how it looks like it creates just a circle right here. Whoop, my fingers aren't going where I want them to. Just a circle right here. By the way, that the one block is larger and has 5 sections across and 5 sections down versus the other block, which has 6 sections across and 6 sections down. And so it creates like this circle effect right here. And so that's why I called it Around We Go. So you will get this copy, and you will get the copy that has putting all these sections together. And hopefully by the next video, I will have this one completely put together right here. And then we're going to walk through the border process. And we're going to talk once again about how the best way to put a border on. And there's a couple different ways to do it. But there's times that I find that one works better than another one. And But the one thing I don't like is when you just stitch together a bunch of fabric, put it on the border, and then cut off the extra. It leaves way too much area for oversharing fabric onto a border, which creates that ruffled type of edge versus a nice flat edge, which is what, when you're quilting it, whether you're doing it or your long armor, the one thing you don't want is a bunch of wavy fabric that's going all over in every direction, because you can't corral that. Okay, that's even worse than trying to corral cats. So next week we're going to be working on that. I can't think of, I think by the time I get to my my son's wedding in September, we will have this one finished, and we will have the next one, hopefully have another one ready to go for you, or we'll just play around for a while until I get the next one ready. I am working on a pattern that I will put on the full pattern for a way to do, basically it's the idea of a mason jar, but instead of mason jars, it's ice cream cones. So I will have that up on my Etsy hopefully within the next couple of weeks, and that will be either be applique, or it can be SVG, which you can put into your cutting machines, or you can cut it out on freezer paper and then iron it down to the fabric, or you can do needle turn. Hopefully, whichever way works best for you, I will have it. But I will definitely have it for doing the applique on your in the hoop, applique in the hoop. That's how I started it. So hopefully you'll like it, and I'll of course update you as I get it completed. Just texted the turtle. All right, so that actually concludes this particular video. I'm sorry it's so short. I hope you like it. Yes, Miss Sheila walked in on me while I was working on it. And of course, a lot of my designs that I'm working on, they're up on my board. And so she walked in and saw my ice cream cones, and she really likes it. I actually have two different sets going. One, it has 12 different ice cream cones, and the other one has 3. But they're all, it's based on this fruit fabric that I've been just itching to find a pattern that I can evolve around the fruit fabric. But I'd also like to do it like a girls with like rainbows and butterflies and other types of mystical creatures, or a boys in frogs and crickets and other kinds of boy fabrics. So we'll see what comes up, what develops. But you're only limited by what you think you can do. So make sure you give yourself as much leeway as possible and just imagine to your heart's content. All right. So we will be coming up on the prayer time. I know after Hurricane Debbie, we have all been just completely floored here in Florida by the damage that Debbie managed to do, mostly just with the amount of water that fell. So I know there's some of us that are still trying to recover from that. Fortunately, we were lucky in that our house was just high enough that we did not get any water in our homes, but there were many, many houses on our street that did get flooded, and the people are still pulling the carpets out and the furniture out and trying to recover from it. So if that's one of you, my heart goes out to you, and I just pray that things will quickly go well. I know the insurance companies seem to be giving people a hard time about whether or not they had hurricane insurance. I guess flood insurance isn't enough anymore. I don't know. Just kind of crazy if you ask me. Oh no, Miss Maggie says, thanks for your patience yesterday. I know it took all you had. Not at all. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was so glad you decided to join us. I was really looking forward to that, and I was not disappointed at all. I enjoyed it. Chocolate ice cream, ugh. I don't mind chocolate ice cream, but it's really not my favorite. I like vanilla ice cream. That's one of my favorites. I just love the flavor of vanilla. And unfortunately, I tend to put vanilla in anything that's supposed to be sweet. People say, oh, a teaspoon here, a teaspoon there. I'm like, no, let's just dump that bottle in there and see how much we can handle. But anyways, I do love vanilla. It's like my weak point. Yeah, yes, Miss Sheila, she's right. Miss Sheila says Miss Margaret did really good for her first project, and she did. She knocked it out of the park. She did great. Oh, yeah, and Sheila's a chocoholic, so yeah, I can imagine she's thinking, yep. All right, let's see. I think I missed a. Trying to see if there's something in there. Yeah, in the hoop. Sheila has to keep reminding me it's in the hoop. In the hoop. Yes, I do a lot of designing for in the hoop. So my brain is already there. So I think everybody already knows that it's in the hoop, and I know. I mean, in reality, no, not everybody knows that I'm mostly do in the hoop stuff. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. I'm going to let you go. I promise. We're up to prayer time, so let's just go ahead and share a prayer. If there is something that you need prayer for, please feel free to comment in there. It does need. You don't even have to tell me, what the prayer is for. You can just say, I have an unspoken prayer. Can you please pray? And if you want to include a first name or something, then I would be so happy to pray for you. It would mean a lot to me. So right now, let's go ahead and say our closing prayers. Oh. Father, just thank you. First, let me just say thank you for filling that void in my life as a young child and young adult, when I had no idea what it meant to have a father. Your love reached out to me in so many different ways, and I'm just grateful for all the people who you put in my path to show me what it meant to have a father, to show me the love that comes from your grace and your mercy. Father, thank you for all the opportunities, all the doors you opened, and even the ones you closed. Where you closed a door, a window opened. Every time I felt like I was going to drown in my own sorrows, Father, you brought someone in my life to open it up and give me peace. And Father, I thank you for all the people you continue to put in my path, people that you have assigned in my life. I call them friends. I call them family. And Father, I thank you for them. And I just ask you to bless each and every single one of them, Father. Just reach out to all my wonderful angels and give them the peace and the love and the joy that you have given to me. Father, and I just ask you just to heal all the hearts, all the ills that are going on, Father. I just ask for that. I know that's a big ask. And Father, for those of us within my family and my friends and the people within my voice who need healing, Father, just pour out that healing to them right now, Father. Give it to them from the top of their heads to the bottom of their feet. Let them feel that the tingling of your healing power just going through their body. I ask it in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Y'all, thank you very much for sticking with me once again. This has truly been a joy to me to get to share through these videos and through the classes that we do. I do hope to start an online class up again at some point real soon. Not sure when I'm going to get to that, especially with everything that's going on. Maybe after the first of the year, I can get an online in the hoop embroidery class started up, our AWG class. But I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Don't forget, I do have a website, srqquilts.com. Check it out. Also have my Etsy, SRQ Quilters, and my Etsy. And just see what's out there. See if you see anything you like. Hopefully I will have some more stuff up there real soon. Fabrics, and I don't keep a lot of fabrics, but I do put some of my favorite fabrics up there. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And I will see you next week.